Hey, it's Liam from Team Gund, and we have Nathan here who got first place at the LLDS on Saturday with Nekroz deck. Let's start the deck profile.
So basically, yeah, I got first at the LLDS, but this deck profile is probably not going to matter because Nodin comes out next week, but I'll do it anyway. And then I'll do one for, I have a Nodin deck that I've been thinking about for next week, so, which is a Nekroz deck. So I'll post that next week as well. Depending how I do. So yeah, this is 3 Dark Standard, 3 Unicore, 2 Brio, 2 Colossus, Trash, and DA. I was testing Exa, but it wasn't really doing anything. Like, sure, you can make Masquerade easier, but it wasn't really like, I don't know, the card wasn't, I feel like the clowns do what it does already, in a way.
Did you miss Gungnir at all, or anything like that?
Nah. Gungnir was like, I was sort of scared of some Cliff Fort decks because they just randomly like popped up at our locals in the last week, and I don't really make much MT removal, so I had to think about that a bit. But Gungnir wasn't the way because it's so bad in the BA matchup, and so bad in almost every matchup, to be honest. I was thinking about siding it, but I didn't. Okay, so then we got 1 Shirt, 1 Dance, and 1 Exa. And 1 Great Sorcerer. I cut Exa because I felt like it was sort of, I don't know, I didn't seem to be using it as much, but I sort of missed it because this card was a lot worse without Exa, to be honest. It's a lot worse. But I don't know what's correct. Like, this card was really good as well. Dance is just so good against like BA or even Shadol. You can just summon it before you go off, and it fucks their cards. Like they get less value out of all their cards. But yeah, I did enjoy it like that. Then I played 3 Manju, 3 Senju, pretty fucking standard. I played 2 of each Perform Age. I was never gonna play 3 Trick Clown. I wanted to fit 3 Juggler, but I just couldn't fit it in. I could have cut this to 1, but running 3 for 3 is just weird. And this guy actually isn't that bad. It's pretty good.
Did the 3rd Damage Juggle or 3rd Trick Clan ever come up?
No, definitely not the Trick Clown. Damage Juggler, it's just like technically a better card. Like, I would rather play a 3rd Damage Juggler if I could, but I just couldn't fit it in. But yeah, this didn't ever, like, I don't know how this got in here. I never needed this card. Yeah, then I read 2 Maxi. Basically, I just think this card's pretty good. And then it's good against the Mirror, it's good against Shadow, it's good against BA. And like, I wanted like Maxi. I didn't want to run Upstart, obviously. I don't like that card because like it lets you, it doesn't let you kill sometimes. And that's pretty important in this deck, in my opinion. But this card is, yeah, it's pretty strong.
It is.
2 of each Mirror. I didn't go with a 3 cycle like the Hoping Crew did. I feel like that was just wrong. Same as the 3rd Trick Clown, but what do I know, right? I'm just an Australian duelist. Prep, 2 Rota, Book. This was like, I didn't want to run multiple MST. I was scared of Cliff Fort a little bit, and I was scared of just BA having skill drain and I can't out it. I didn't want to run multiple MST, so I thought this card at least outs skill drain and lose 1 turn. It doesn't out emptiness. Well, I guess it can by booking and attacking over, but rarely out emptiness. But it's just so much more versatile than MST is against like BA. You can blow the monsters against the Mirror. I guess you can dodge Valk, which I did do on once in the tournament. And against Cliff Lord, it's just the stones. You can just out multiple effect negation rather than just 1 with MST. And then I've got the MST.
Did you ever wish you had more than 1?
Maybe top 4 when my opponent flipped emptiness. Game 1, which was sort of gay. But yeah, I guess that was about it.
Yeah. Shout out to J-Con.
Yeah, what a faggot. Love you, J-Con.
So 40 cards in the main?
Yeah, 40 main. I'll do the action next, I guess. So I got Shooting Quasar, 2 Herald, Masquerade, Exciton, Castel, Diamond Dyer, 2 Emerald, which doesn't actually come up that much, believe it or not. You always go 1, not much 2. A Nameless Trapeze Magician, just because.
Yeah. Whose trapeze is that?
It's Liam Friedel's.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this card's like, there was like 2 cards I didn't really need, like 2 spots I didn't really need in this extra deck. It was quite actually like not tight at all. So this card just helps you OTK sometimes, like sometimes you just, and it also gets past Majesty's Fiend. Also, this is a retarded card. I played a Dark Brilliant Siege Dragon. I didn't need any in my room. So I just played this because literally a lot of BA players over here were playing Majesty's Fiend on their side, and I wanted something that I could generically go into to beat up a Majesty's Fiend. And actually it came up once, so neat. Cowboy, sometimes you need 800. 2 Dweller because a lot of BA and Dweller's just fucking so busted. They break through the first one, and you just make a second one next turn, and just like Brainac them, bounce. And Rhapsody because it's pretty good against Inferno as well, and it's good against obviously Mirror. It comes up every now and then, not as much as you think, but the threat is there, which is what you need.
Yep.
3 Veiler for the side. So side 3 Veiler. This card just the stones in the Mirror. It just stops Masquerade, which is fucking important at the moment because you just lose. Like game 1 is really gay in the Mirror because it's just whoever Masquerades first. So just can't do anything about it. 2 Denko. This card's pretty stones against BA. Also like Satellite and stuff. It's just solid fucking card. Just lock their fucking back row down. They can't do anything. Geki, just for monster floodgates basically in the BA matchup. You can also dwell a Geki, which is pretty good. Also Shadol, because they sort of find it hard to with board clears, and it also stops. It outs annoy Attilis, I guess. 2 Shad Ride for going first in the Mirror, which is, in my opinion, what I think is good. I feel like if I draw this going first, it's almost better than going second in the Mirror. Like, it could just be better than going second. This card's ridiculous. I was asking my friend who played the exact same build as me, who actually got second.
He ended up winning the event through Top Cut.
Yeah. He opened 2 of these. I opened a really good hand. He opened 2 of these going first, but like an average hand, and it just got him he almost won because it just got him so like he just didn't die for like so long because I couldn't do anything. I just had to end every fucking time. My turn ends. 2 Fidden Lance. This was weird. Okay, so my theory for this card, I tanked on thinking about a card, and this was the card I came up with. Game going first against BA. MST is really going second. Sorry, against BA. I feel like MST just sucks, and I'm not going to say Decree going second against that deck because fuck that. But yeah, I feel like MST sucks because you either hold it for a floodgate or you just blind into back row, and that's just awful. Like while you there's 3 back row, there's a BA, they're all fucking chainable, so like it's just going to be awful every single time. So I wanted a card that I can just like play freely, and then whatever they do, I just stop it. And it's not a trap, so if I go second, it's good. Also, there's other problems with like BA is they have 2 types of floodgates. So if they had one of the floodgates up, you couldn't. If they had like Majesty's up, you couldn't really out it with an MSC. This card lets you out Majesties with like Denko or Dance Princess, especially Denko, because it actually outs the Majesties. You keep Denko on board, and then you can just continue off and kill them. Like you can just trish them after or something, you know, like just do something retarded. And they can't really come back from that. It's just savage.
Would you ever think of siding a third?
Nah, I think 2 is fine because like I have 2/2, which is just fine, and then I have this for Monster Floodgate if I want.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, I just didn't like having to side an MST in that matchup. I just thought it was shit. Also against Clifford, it's really good as well because it outs lose 1 turn, but it outs multiple unlike MST. So my friend was playing against Clifford, and the guy had Necro Valley double lose 1 turn. And if it was MST, he would be fucked, but he just like Cyton Lance, and the guy just couldn't come back. Then I played 1 MST on my side, so two in total, I guess. Because I felt like this card it's a really good card. Don't get me wrong, it outs floodgates and stuff, but you just don't. I don't think you need a third in a lot of decks at the moment. Denko is just powerful. Like there's more power cards. This is just good for like
Outing floodgates.
Outing the 1 floodgate, yeah.
Yeah.
2 Fairy Wind because there was quite a few Cliff Forts, and like this card's just the best against that deck because it wipes like multiple floodgates they'll have, or it also wipes the scales with the floodgates, so like they actually have no way of coming back. There was no one playing the Towers Turbo build, by the way, and I knew that, so I didn't really care. And this card was just the stones because no one was playing Tower Turbo and stuff.
If there was, is there anything you'd side for it?
To be fair, I think Tower Turbo sucks because it's weird. It's good sometimes because you can't like continue after you get over the towers, but you usually can in this deck. Like every time I go over it, I just DA over it and then like figure a way to DA over it and keep going, and they just can't come back. But this card like is even good in that situation. Like you DA over it and then like you set this and they can't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last 2 is 2 Decree for going first against like BA or Sotela's weird because they can bounce it back with Trigger, so I don't know about that. But,
would you side Fairy Wind against that deck though? Because they can play like anti-spell.
Yeah,
and things
going
like that.
first, I did side a Fairy Wind. Going second though, I just stuck to these 3, and I don't know if that was it. Might have been it. I can't remember. But yeah. So yeah, there's quite a lot of anti-Flowgate cards, but they're all for different matchups. You don't side them all into one matchup.
Yeah.
Of course, you can't fit that because you can't take out that many engine cards.
Yeah.
Overall, the deck was really good. I don't know what I'd change. Like Exile was pretty average, so maybe I'd have to run Great Sorcerer. I mean Great Sorcerer was pretty average, so maybe I'd have to run Exile. But I don't really know. I would probably.
Okay, we have 8 seconds left of video.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well I'll show you my Nodin deck next week, guys. So yeah.